Hey, what's up? Today on the show, very, very special guest, 27-time Mundial champion, original no-holds-barred Valet Tudo world champion, Renato Laranja.
My brother.
Oh my God, did you stub your toe?
On my cock.
Well, man, I'm so glad that you're taking some time out of your schedule. I know you're super busy, and just to get it out of the way, I know that a lot of people know of you and Eddie Bravo from back in the day, and the first time we met was a weird scenario. You had like this beef with Eddie, and I ended up having to carry you outside. How did that all come to fruition?
Oh God, that's it. You're bringing up old chestnuts that it's better to be dead and buried. You know, that's it, like an old lang syne. On New Year's, should old acquaintance be forgot? And if you keep bringing up as tender subjects like that, I'm gonna forget this fucking podcast if you're not careful. Josh Johnson.
We'll change the subject.
Sorry.
So you have a good relationship with Eddie now?
We have a checkered past. I think my relationship with Eddie Bravo is a bittersweet. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, but God, I look at you here. Let me just soak you in here. Look at your face and everything. The first time I saw you, it was like this, you know. And now look at you. You look more old than me, porra. You grew up so much. You look old.
Yeah, thanks. So I forgot to tell you that there's Cheech is here. Cheech, say hello to Renato. Cheech is he does jujitsu a little bit too. He's a part of the brotherhood.
Hey, Renato. Cheech, you look Caucasian. You don't look like any Cheech that I've ever seen before. But then again, I'm only see the top half. You God, you're one of the chosen people.
Yes, white privilege.
You're Jewish?
Yes. How'd you know?
I can tell.
You're Jewish because you took a 21andMe test. You've never been Jewish outside. That's like finding a ketchup packet and saying suddenly you're full of vinegar. That doesn't really.
Yeah, but I know. I have a radar. I spent many years in New York. Oh. I can smell that ones.
Yeah.
I can smell fresh locks and sable. You remind me of New York.
It reminds you of New York.
We do shower, thank you.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, I didn't say you didn't. I just, he said that they give off a certain smell. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what
a mitzvah that you're here with your Uncle Henach now. You're dabbling in jiu-jitsu, and now you get to be around a hill legend, Karai.
How does it feel to be around someone that's as well known as Renato?
It's a pleasure. I mean, I feel thankful being on here.
Yeah,
and have the opportunity to speak to this amazing champion.
Yeah, we've had.
Wait, where's this guy from? Are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Boston?
I'm from Brooklyn.
You're from Brooklyn.
How you doing?
You got that thick of an accent where it almost sounds like you're from fucking Dorchester. So you're really from Brooklyn. Wow. Okay. So wow, I was hyped in every way for her. This is amazing.
So, we've had some other jiu-jitsu guys on there too. And, one of the things when I've watched your interviews getting prepared for this is not only are you just great in the jiu-jitsu space, obviously, but you've gotten into life coaching more and more. And I think that's such an important thing for you to be a mentor to the next generation. We've had guys on, we had Gary Tonin on, Tom DeBlas, Nicky Rodriguez on. And, I want to know, out of those guys, fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, God, what a choice. That's a selfish choice between that ones. You have a Nicky Rodriguez, you have a
Gary Tonin and Tom DeBlas.
Gary Tonin, and you have who's the fucking other one?
Tom DeBlas.
Oh, John DeBlas. Oh God. It's tough because if I break this one down, John DeBlas and Nick Rodriguez is like a beefcakes.
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna fuck John DeBlas.
You're gonna fuck Tom DeBlas. You know why?
Here's why. Because he have a strong physique. He's in shape. He's also. Like thick women, So if I have to fuck a man, I guess I want that one to be thick too.
That makes sense.
Okay. Why I'm gonna change now? You can't teach an old dog a new to have a new chick. chicks. So if I wanna fuck that one, then it's my choice. Yeah, right. My body, my choice.
Yeah. So you feel Tom looks more like the girl between the three of them?
Yeah, he likes
because
thick.
he have thick thighs and a thick cheeks. And then, well, Gary Johnson is just intoxicated. You know, he's have a winning smile. His ears is a little half, and maybe some that he needs some some treatment from here. But he's gonna keep me in stitches all the time. He's gonna be tender. He have like a winning smile for her, And then because I don't want Nicky Rodriguez with his olive oil voice and his guinea charms and the Puerto Rican stuff to horn in on my fucking females, I'm gonna kill that one for her, so he don't get a chance to get his fucking meat hooks on all my women's and stuff.
That's smart. So that's great strategy. It's probably one of the reasons you've been so successful in jiu-jitsu, is because you're such a good tactician. You're very good at strategizing how to win matches. One of the things we talked about before was jiu-jitsu and Vinny having some Jewish ancestry. From your experience, what ethnicity is the worst at BJJ?
I used to think white, but now everybody, it don't matter where they come from, fucking Jersey, or they came from Australia, and they checking everything we built, everything we worked for so many years. I guess maybe Chinese or something. I mean, who is the one you never see? No, who's the one you never see? Afghani?
There's no Indian. Like, there's not like a lot of like Indians.
No, they got that ones. You'll be surprised. They got that ones in like one. They got like a guy who's like swing around like he looked like he's doing a WWF stuff, and he's like a Sultan or some fucking shit, or a Guhu. Like he come out with like he have a beard and he do the stuff with like a golden bachan or some shit.
So we had Gabby Garcia on, which you obviously know from the
Be Still My Heart.
Yes,
Gab Garcia.
And she just,
speaking of a lot of strong.
Very strong.
A lot of testosterone.
Yeah, well, what she was on, look, let's just be honest, right? Like, something people have always asked is, at the top level, people use steroids. That just happens, right? In the jiu-jitsu community.
Not to my knowledge, but okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. So that's what I wanted to bring up, is that Gabby said she uses, or has used in the past, performance-enhancing drugs, but she couldn't remember which ones they were.
And I gave her that one. But I didn't know what was in that one, or if there was any, might have been in there some B-pollen, or some charin, or maybe some D-ball or Winstrom or Winstro or something. But I to my knowledge, I'm not.
That's crazy. Did you ever use any performance-enhancing drugs when you were competing?
No, my God. Was gave to me everything I need, You
just prayed.
Plus horse meat.
Horse meat. That's important. Horse meat is amazing from what I understand. One of the things I want to talk to you about is, I have kids, and I've heard you talk about kids and being financially responsible by really advocating for abortions. Is that still how you feel?
Well, I think that why not end the sufferings quick?
Sure.
Now, here's the problem. If you're gonna listen, I don't got no room in my life for another kids. Okay, I got a lot of people need my Chinese. I got my finger in a lot of pies and stuff. Okay, I got a lot of stuff going on. If the kid came out, he's gonna be disappointed, because I'm not gonna have the proper time to spend with that one. Okay, I don't want to put him through the suffering, through the cheers. Oh, where's daddy? He's gonna come. He's wait the window and the cars go by and he get excited and then disappoint. And then he's get excited, then disappoint. And then mommy gotta make up stories why, your Uncle Renato don't show up and stuff like that. Why not to put that one out of the misery ahead of the bat? So he don't even know what hit that one. It's like you gave, in the movie, you put a chloroform, like you sneak up behind the guy and go,
right, right. Like it's like the nice way to do it. It's like it's
yeah,
more
or you
humane.
sneak up
You're
like
humane.
in a humane.
Yeah, I think
That's
the word.
exactly the word. And what are we if we're not a human beings? We are humane beings. And so I need come up. It's almost like you sneak up behind. You know when you sneak up in the spy movie or ninja movie and go and just, you know, the guard that's watching the place, the warehouse or whatever.
That's like abortions.
Yeah, it's like you sneak in the middle of the night, like, and then why you go like this and go, no one ever gonna hurt you again. Like you close the eye, you go, shh, sleep, my son, sleep.
Huh. See, you know, I don't know what, I know that state laws vary on, you know, how far along you can be before you have an abortion. You've met a bunch of kids doing your, you know, teaching through your seminars. Do you think that there's a case to be made for raising the abortion age to maybe 6 or 7 years old post birth?
Oh, caralho, aborto at 7. This is challenging. This is challenging material here. These are the tough questions. That's why I wanted to came on here, frankly, because you don't shy away from that ones. A lot of people outside of this community here, between the three of us, is gonna bristle at this one. But I think that is a question to be explored.
What advice do you have, being involved in combat sports for so long, for like a kid that's getting bullied in school?
You need to you know, to fight that bully. You need to take the bully by the balls and to kill that one. You know, you can stab that one with a pencil. You can take the eraser, both eraser, and go poof like that, and go into the eyes, and then stab them. School is not, especially public school, is not unlike a prison. It's built the same way, look very similar. If you go to a school, having the same sound, whoever make the bells, it's the same bells, everything like that. The same food on the cafeteria, same the prison. So I feel like you gotta get them ready for that. If you don't stand up for yourself off the bat, you're gonna get beat up every day. So you gotta make the bully till he can't see anymore, or you have to cripple that one.
Let's do a little word association. I'm gonna give you a word, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Fair enough. Wow.
Donald Trump.
Calamari.
Calamari. Why calamari?
You asked me the first fucking thing that came to my mind. That's what came in.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Let's do Biden.
I'm not overthink this one.
Yeah, it's probably the best.
You want my honest answer?
Yeah, no, you're right. You know, and I apologize. You're right. I did ask you for the most you know, the first thing that comes to mind.
I didn't say it was good, calamar. It's probably the Hubbery one.
Joe Biden.
Falafel.
Betty White.
Liver spots.
Liver spots.
Liver and onion.
That's another good one. Out of you, have you watched Golden Girls?
Oh God, did I ever?
So let's go fuck, marry, kill with the Golden Girls.
I know I don't know if this categorized as fuck, but I'm gonna put it there. I want the old granny one, the one who always got stories about Sicily and stuff.
Yeah, the mom, right? Was that Rose?
Oh, I want her to suck my dick for her. Rose. I want her to give me a sloppy blow hijabi. I can just imagine like her going, oh, what wonderful, you know, and sucking my joint.
Wow.
What are you gonna do when she takes her teeth out first?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's important.
I want her to gum that one like a one of those crack prostitute in like a Atlantic City or something like that, who take the gums out, that take the dance.
Do you prefer teeth in or teeth out? What's your preference?
Teeth out, okay. No teeth about. Yeah. So, that's the whole pleasure. That's like in Goodfellas. Oh, that's the flavor.
Out of all the physical handicaps, what's the most attractive and what's the least attractive physical handicap someone can have?
I like a woman to have a palsy hand. I think that's the most attractive one.
And what's the least attractive?
Because she can grab my joint like a prime match.
Okay, like T-Rex arms.
No, I'm kidding. I don't find any physical handicap to be that attractive. You know, Maybe I think it can be a handicap if a chick's titties is too big, or maybe her ass is so big, or her thighs is so thick together that maybe she's walked kind of knock-kneed or something like that.
So there is too thick for you.
That's a good question.
No, I'm saying that's the only handicap I can think I could imagine would be sex.
Oh, it would be sexy. It was if she was so large and so thick that it qualified as a handicap. That could be sexy.
I guess, like if she had these giant titties to where it kind of fuck up her movement, or if she had like a big ass where she's thrown off kilter or whatever, or maybe her ass is so much like a shelf she have like fucking scoliosis or some shit. I don't know.
You talked about doing commentary for high rollers. Do you think that there's a case to be made for? Because look, you smoke weed and you're in a certain state of mind. Do you think that there's a case to be made for either heroin rollers or cocaine rollers? Like do a spin-off of the current thing and just we geek people up with a bunch of yayo, see how that goes, or we just give everybody a shitload of heroin. We see how those rolls go.
I don't hate it. If we can get sanctioned from that, I think it could be, because look, let's face it. Sometimes you do floor hauling.
Sure.
The idea being when you're not stressed out, you're not trying so hard, you're open, you're not you're flowing, you're maybe gonna find some stuffs in that state of being like a molasses, you know, doing his stuffs and flowing. Can you imagine after some, you know, black char heroin, or to smoky opium, or to chase the dragon, you're probably gonna be in a mellow state. You're probably gonna, who know what kind of stuffs, you're gonna see a different kind of jiu-jitsu. Like I said, I think outside if there's some money to be made on that one, I'm willing to explore.
What do you think of Gordon Ryan?
You know, his wife, his girlfriend is attractive from me. She wanna sleep with me, so we have a lot in common.
Right.
He's a good kid, porra. Those fucking pesky Danaher Daffy Squad guys with the fucking locking. These guys get off. It's like they have a foot fetish, you know. I'm surprised they're not, you know, what's next? You're gonna grab a guy's feet and chicken it with a hand feather, or one of those old feather from the Renaissance days, you know.
Well, I mean, you know, speaking of fetishes, I know that Craig Jones has an OnlyFans page. Is that something that you've ever thought about doing?
I've thought about that, but you know, I feel like I'm waiting for the height. I don't want to give why they gonna pay the cow when they can get my dick for free?
Speaking of giving your dick for free, are you still doing seminars for kids and for charity?
I've did non-profit work where the organization pay me the money and they don't make any profit. You know?
If you could change anything about the sport of jiu-jitsu today, what would it be?
More jiu-jitsu and more advantage. More wins by advantage.
By advantage?
Too much finish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like to
stop
luxuriate.
Stop showing off.
Well, it's like, why show? You know, you used to see these days. There's so many like it's like to pay for a Mike Tyson fight in the early 90s, and then you spend fucking $50 on that one, and then he knock out some bum in the first 30 seconds, and then you go, "Carajo, I want my money back." You know, I want to savor that one. I want to savor the match. I want to see who not who is finished that one, but who is having more advantage. In this life, you wanna, you know, or you want all the advantage you can get, you know.
You think there's too much pressure on guys to go out there and like submit, and they should stop showing off and stop letting their egos get in front of them on the match and just say, look, if you're better than someone, you don't have to submit them right away. Spend 20, 30 minutes just kind of grinding out a slow advantage.
Yeah, why not? you know, because they think, you know, they say, Hanach, I'm jealous. Why Hanach got all the, why should he get all the breaks? This guy got all the advantage. Yes.
Hey,
and
it worked for GSP.
Not just in the looks. Why you said while I'm talking?
Oh, that worked for GSP. He used to grind him out 5 rounds. That fits perfectly into what you're saying. How you would want you'd want the match to really continue instead of finishing him off very quickly. And
Cheech, you brought up a good point. That's one of the main reasons I used to like watching George St. Pierre, was because I didn't have to go into this fight and not think I wasn't going to get my money's worth. Like, I didn't ever watch the GSP fight and think, okay, this is going to be over quick. He's going to knock him out. He's going to submit him. No, like, I mean, I knew that when I was going to watch GSP headline a card, it's going to be 25 minutes of GSP for sure. And he's going to get on top and he's going to take it nice and slow and just kind of, you know, he's going to find a way to get that unanimous decision. And I'm going to get my full money's worth out of it.
Yeah. He was really caring about the fans.
Yes.
He wanted them to get
well, you want a Hibbs? You want me to throw a Hibbs on the grill for you for 2 minutes and then put barbecue sauce on that one? No, you want to slow cook that one.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a ton of sense.
It's having the more flavor and it's more the flavor profile is more complex for him.
What life advice could you give guys that are training in jiu-jitsu now that they say, look,
don't take any wooden nickel, porra.
No wooden nickels.
No, go ahead. What can I give them? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, so let's say that, you know, there's a lot of guys that they said when I told them Renato Laranja is going to be on, we just got bombarded with questions and emails. We couldn't really go through all of it, but one of the main through lines was, what can I do to be the next Renato Laranja? What's the most important thing to remember?
First of all, to temper your expectation, because you're never gonna get there.
Lower
maybe
the
they can
bar.
Maybe they can be, hold on, my cat is scratched the fucking couch. Get your meat hooks off my fucking couch. I think that you're not gonna be there. Like, for you, you was never gonna be Josh Thompson. Let's face it. You was always poor man's Josh Thompson. You know, when people saw you in the old days, they used to saw you and they go, Josh Thompson.
Right.
When they saw you outside of house or whatever you was doing in there, they would say, Josh Thompson, look. And then they go, no, honey, that's not Josh Thompson. That's fat Josh Thompson. That's Josh Thompson. Josh Thompson was like, I don't know, he's Nick Nolte and you Gary Busey.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. We did get confused for each other all the time.
Yeah. So if the sooner you came to grips with that, the happier you're gonna be.
Yeah. So
if you're thinking you're gonna be the next Renato Laranja, you're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up for a lot of pain, misery, disillusion match, all that kind of stuff. Why not think small? And then if you win a couple one, then good for you, porra.
Well, speaking of setting the bar lower and not really, and I think that's smart, right? Like, temper your expectations. You don't have to shoot for the Renato Laranjas. You don't have to shoot for the stars. Aim for CD. Aim for like being a mediocre blue belt, and then you're gonna feel like you've accomplished something when you hit. I'm an okay blue belt. You're gonna and you can retire, right? I mean, at that point, yeah.
So how would you feel? So how would you feel, let's say, in a Brazilian jiu-jitsu match, a transgender guy competing in a women's division, and even vice versa?
I would love for a transgender. I would love for a female to take a testosterone and try and look like a man's and try to fight me. I'd beat the living shit out of that one. Hey, look, if there's anybody we need to beat up on, it's a transaction. That's it.
Fair enough.
Well, keep that in mind.
Okay.
I got to write that down.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for spending some time.
Well, you're welcome. Don't get used to it, porra.